Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian, and in today's video, I'm going to review this film. Yes, I know I can already hear it. I can already think, oh my, why is he doing this? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I do love this film. Ha ha, yes. It is Catwoman from 2004. Yes, 2004. Catwoman. Now, this is perhaps considered one of the worst films if you look at all the reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 8%. It bombed in the box office. Well, not bombed, it could have been worse. It cost $100 million to make, and 81, I think it was 81.1 million it made, so it lost quite a bit of money. Yeah, what's that on you? But no, it just got panned. Nobody seemed to have any love at all from it. It was criticised, and I've kept wondering, why is it being criticised so much? I don't know. I really don't know why it's being criticised so much. People say, well, it's obvious, isn't it? Well, it isn't. Okay, I'm a fan of Alan Barry. I'm going to admit it. I'm going to be put there. You know, it seems to me that there's lots of people just can't wait to get their knives out against Ali Berry. You know, even in the X-Men movie, they're always a bit quieter about Ali Berry. They don't want to criticize too much, but you can almost hear them, just waiting to do it. And then, of course, well, it's all there. James Bond, Die Another Day. They couldn't wait, could they? They really had to go. And, tried to ruin the whole film, if you ask me. Which is another great film which gets a lot of really bad stick. I'll tell you, for me, the great thing about this film is it's entertaining. It really is entertaining. And it's good. And I love Ali Berry in this role. She effectively acting is they could criticize her acting. Acting's great. She starts off playing this meek character, Patience Phillips. She's called. Where they get these names from, I don't know. But anyway, and then she sort of develops as this transformation, and eventually she becomes Catwoman, and it's just great, really. I love it. I mean, people may argue over it, and say, well, it really is a very poor film. It's not sticking to canon. You can almost hear them saying, well, Catwoman, what? Where's Batman? Well, no, Batman doesn't have to be in this. It doesn't have to be in at all. And Catwoman can have different origins. I mean, even Michelle Pfeiffer's wonderful portrayal, I think that's a classic Catwoman portrayal. The origin story is interesting in that it doesn't have to stick to what people believe. And just because we get into this Egyptian mythology and the idea that there can be more Catwomen, it's a brilliant idea. I love the idea. I think it's great. I don't know, again, what is up with people? It's a great story. You couldn't just hear all this rise. And the other great thing, what I always love in a film, of villains, and nobody hardly mentions the villain in this film, Sharon Stone. Yes, the wonderful Sharon Stone. Again, what is going on? She's great. She's wonderful. She really brilliantly just plays the villain so well. It's great. I just keep wondering what on earth is going on. Well, I mean, the story is really good. She discovers this conspiracy within the company she's working in. She's rather sort of a meek character. who was involved in this company and the promotion of this product, which turns out to be rather a dangerous product, but they don't want people to know the side effects and what have you. And that's how the story starts to move on. And basically, they find out that she knows about it, and they kill her. Basically, they kill her. They get rid of her, and of course, the magic of the film is that she's resurrected, and this is how Catwoman becomes by these cats, and the connection with the cats, and then her character changes. She's resurrected from the dead, and she totally changes. Does she become a superhero or heroine, whatever you want to call it, or is she still a villain herself? I love that ambiguity because she's both. And then, of course, she develops this relationship with a policeman as well, which always adds to the interest in the character. I mean, it's got all these great things going on, even in the plot line. I mean, what, it's bad acting. It's terrible acting. The CGI is terrible. No, it's not. No, it's not. And you also, she really committed herself physically to this role. Yeah, she was involved in a lot of training, and it shows. It is a very physical role. Again, great acting. What can you say about it? I mean, perhaps other people are on a different planet or something. Or it's just me who's a different planet. But I really enjoyed it. I'd heard so much about it. I thought, well, perhaps it isn't that good. But when I watched it, I thought, wow, what is wrong with people? This is great. It's entertaining. And what do you want when you go to see a film? You want to be entertained. And, and this has it. This has it all. Everything that I want in a film is in this film, Okay, it's not following everybody's way of they see a super heroine. But, I mean, my favourite Catwoman, Eartha Kitt, I absolutely fell in love with Eartha Kitt. And hers was very different from the versions before that. Her portrayal was very catty, wonderful. I love Eartha Kitt. She was great in the original. And then, of course, we've got what many people see as a definitive Michelle Pfeiffer performance, and it is. I think she's great. But they don't go criticising like with Halle Berry. Oh look, she's suddenly now an hairdresser. She's cut her hair. Nobody goes, oh look, Michelle Pfeiffer. She's suddenly now a great makeup artist. She's great stylist putting on. Nobody says all that. But when it comes to Halle Berry, yes, they have to criticise her. They do. I mean, that's how ridiculous it has become with people. They don't realise how daft they sound. And this is a wonderful film, the way it all goes together. Yeah, I'm not afraid to stand up for this film at all. I think people need to get real. Okay, I understand everybody's different, and maybe, I'm just in a minority. But there are, I think, people like me who are actually recognising that this is not what people said. God, even, like The Big Bang Theory, which was a massive series that went on far too long and was funny at first. They have another dig at the Catwoman and Halle Berry. I mean, it's everywhere. There's just this consensus that this is a bad film, and it's not. No, really, it is not. Not in my opinion. I enjoyed it, and that's it. That's what life's about. If you enjoy something, then, and I'm happy to stand up and defend this film, totally and completely. And I think it's great. I know I'm repeating myself. I hope I'm repeating myself, but I mean, what can I say? it's got all the good ingredients that I enjoy. I mean, I could think of lots of, so-called acclaimed films and people going on about them, and that just don't do well for me. It's how it works in life. But and as I say, I don't take any notice of critics, and the critics give it this 8%. Well, so what? So what? Who cares? But yeah. So if you want to have an open mind, go and look at this film, enjoy it, and just enjoy it. Have people forgotten how to enjoy films? I think they have, and they tend to just follow the crowd. This people say this and that, and then that's it. They just accept it. Go and have a look yourself. Go and just have an open mind. And if you don't like it, well, that's fine. That's great. But I'm very happy to like this, and this is great as well. Just a quick word. This, as you can probably see, is an American release because it's not got the mark on. Though this is a region-free one, because I couldn't seem to find. I remember when I was looking, one for our country. I think it's B. There's these A and B and 1 and 2. Yeah, this will be an A one, whatever it is, in Blu-ray. Yeah, but it's not. So it's we can play them on our players without any problem. But mind you, I've got a player where you can play any discs anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm just rambling on again. Ramble. Yeah. But what this disc's got some great extras, and one of the outstanding things is that there's a brilliant Catwoman documentary, which is hosted by the late Eartha Kitt. It shows you how old it is. Wow. And also there's Adam West in it, but there's a lot of the Catwoman, past Catwomen, interviewed, and it actually gives you a good perspective about Catwoman. And it's great. Wonderful documentary. This has got some great extras on, like the alternative ending, and thank heavens they didn't use the alternative ending, but because this one, it works perfectly, going on her own. She doesn't need the policeman, and that relationship doesn't need. I don't know. Oh, no, I was just thinking another criticism, which again is they said it's too sexualized. Yeah, Catwoman is a very sexualized creature, very much so. When you see her as a woman, look at Michelle Pfeiffer. So. Again, all these kind of arguments don't rock at all. Anyway, I was going off again, so sorry. But anyway, that's it. This is me just showing some love for this film, and I hope you've enjoyed me rambling on, or perhaps you haven't. But anyhow, that's it. That's Catwoman, 2004. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant film. Anyhow. If you're interested in what I do here, and just subscribe, and also, well, if you like it, if you're enjoying it, well, give this a like. It helps, it just helps, and it costs note. I keep repeating the same things, but that's me repeating. But yeah, hey, yeah, and there'll be more great videos coming up, more reviews, and don't forget the old hammer. That'll be there. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.